How would you like to turn one long recording into dozens of attention-grabbing short clips that actually drive traffic, leads, and sales, and do it all in an afternoon? You can sit down with a single webinar, podcast, or live stream and have a week's worth of social posts ready to go automatically, without begging friends to edit your stuff for free. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple, practical workflow that takes a long-form video and transforms it into a stack of viral-ready clips, captions, and scheduled posts. I've tested this exact approach on real campaigns, not some hypothetical lab experiment, and we got clicks, signups, and booked calls without filming anything new. Now, before you worry, you don't need to be on camera, play all the narrator roles, or even speak on the final clips if that's not your style. The core idea is to work smarter by picking a long recording you already have and letting modern AI tools do the heavy lifting for you. We'll cover picking the source, surfacing the best moments, adding captions and music, batch creating variants, and scheduling everything on autopilot. I'll mention other AI tools where they make sense, but the star of the show is the one that auto-edits, auto-schedules, and manages it all in one content calendar. This is a big deal because while a few years ago this took an editor days, the same process can now be done in one productive afternoon. If you can ship more high-quality content faster than your competitors, you will absolutely win the attention game right now. Okay, let's dive into the exact step-by-step workflow that I personally use to scale my content. Step 1 is to start with a single long video that already has substance, like a webinar, podcast, or keynote speech. The first crucial question is setting a clear objective. Who are you reaching, and what exactly do you want them to do after consuming the short clip? You must choose content moments with that objective in mind, perhaps sparking curiosity or showing a quick, high-value tip, rather than only hard pitching. This is where the magic truly begins, as the AI scans your entire video to find high-engagement sections like emotional hits and punchlines as potential clip candidates. You can easily filter these AI suggestions by metrics like most energetic or most likely to go viral based on built-in engagement signals. The real beauty is that you skip manually scrubbing through hours of footage because the tool highlights timestamps and shows you instant preview clips. Most of the time, the smart picks the AI suggests are incredibly accurate, often pulling out a 20-second gem that outperforms manually edited content. You might ask why not just use general creative AI tools, but those are built for synthetic visuals, not optimizing the specific repurposing workflow for creators. Other generic platforms often still require you to piece clips together manually or rely heavily on stock libraries, which slows down the process significantly. The specialized tools are purpose-built around the creator pipeline, discovery, generation, and instant distribution from your long-form content. Once you accept the top clip picks, the next step is refinement, allowing you to easily tweak the in and out points for a tighter, more impactful hook. It's easy to create multiple variants for testing, like changing the first 2 seconds, which is the most critical window for viewer retention. A pro tip here is to create at least 2 or 3 different opening hooks for the same moment. One with a stat, one with a question, and one with a funny line, to see what resonates. Moving on to step 4, adding clear captions is absolutely non-negotiable because most people initially watch videos on mute. The software auto-generates highly accurate subtitles and places them as editable text boxes right onto your video. You can style them to match your brand, but the absolute key is prioritizing readability with a bold color and perhaps a subtle shadow for legibility over any background. Also use short 2 to 4 word on-screen text overlays to emphasize the main hook and make the viewer pause and read immediately. Step 5 involves adding the right backing music, which instantly makes a short clip feel more cinematic and professional when done correctly. The crucial trick for audio is subtlety. Keep the background music low beneath the voice narration and only add a punchy sound effect on key attention-grabbing moments. Remember to watch external music licensing rules carefully, as free tiers often don't cover commercial use for paid promotion. In step 6, you'll optimize for distribution by creating necessary crops for all major platforms. 916 for Reels, 101 for the feed, and 1609 for YouTube. For each platform crop, you must tweak the framing and text placement so that no important caption gets covered by platform user interface elements. Thumbnails are the unsung heroes of click-through rates, so use the tool's fast generation to A/B test designs, like one with a close-up face versus one with big text. Step 7 is where the system removes massive amounts of busy work by allowing you to set schedules and posting frequency directly within the platform. The auto-schedule feature picks optimal slots based on your cadence and posts clips automatically, effectively giving you an automated content operations person. Consistent posting is what builds audience momentum, and this automation lets you achieve that daily consistency without actually having to be online every single day. Once the clips are live, the final step is to track performance using integrated analytics to identify the ones that drive the most comments, saves, or clicks. Take those top performers and immediately make sequels, or repurpose the winners into variations for dedicated paid advertising campaigns. A powerful retargeting play is to hook cold traffic with a short, high-value clip, and then retarget those viewers with your longer lead-capturing content like a full webinar. Now, let's look at how this stacks up against other AI solutions you might be considering. Tools focusing on generative video are killer for creating brand new synthetic scenes, but they aren't built around efficiently scaling content from your existing podcast backlog. Text-to-speech technologies are amazing for generating human-like voices when your audio is unusable, but they don't solve the core pain points of slicing, captioning, and scheduling at scale. What this specialized tool does differently is automate the entire clip discovery, captioning, cropping, and scheduling workflow into a single cohesive product. We used this exact workflow on a 90-minute training and successfully turned it into 10 educational clips and 6 testimonial edits, all scheduled across the month. The best performing clip from that batch drove a 3 times higher engagement rate than our usual manual edits because the AI surfaced a raw, authentic moment we would have otherwise missed. For most small businesses and creators, the goal isn't to build experimental visuals, it's to have a predictable machine for turning existing content into snackable, shareable posts every week. So to quickly recap the power flow, start with a valuable video, let the AI engine find the viral candidates automatically. Next, refine those trims, quickly add branded captions, and layer in subtle background music and sound effects. Then, export platform-specific crops, design compelling thumbnails, and finally, let the system auto-schedule everything onto your content calendar. A quick bonus tip is to avoid over-polishing because slightly imperfect, raw clips often connect with audiences on a deeper level of authenticity. Always batch your work by blocking out time for one task, like harvesting all clips, before moving to the next, which is key to creating a month's content in one afternoon. Keep testing variations, especially different opening hooks and captions, because that data tells you exactly what your audience prefers to consume. We are at a unique sweet spot where content creation doesn't have to be a constant grind, provided you implement smart systems and use the right specialized tools. So, go pick one long video from your backlog, put it through this process, and schedule a week of content. You'll learn more from seeing what performs than from overthinking it. If you want me to walk through a live example of loading one of your own videos and setting the schedule, just tell me in the comments below. Alright, go pick that long video now, and get ready to turn it into a storm of high-performing micro-content.